mice and other rodents. Those are important things that you need to know. And I am running out of breath.
Good job.
Living life, doing our best, and helping families succeed in home ownership.
Well, here we are. Today, we get a sneak peek behind the scenes at an actual live home inspection. Now, sometimes home buyers choose to buy a home without this step. However, you don't really know what you're getting into until you have a licensed home inspector. And in this case, not just any home inspector, but a master home inspector. And today we've got our friends Juan and Manuel joining us from Reno Real Estate to give us the sneak peek at a live client home inspection. So let us join them. How's it going, guys? Good to see you.
Hey, all right, how's it going? How are you?
Great. Number one, thank you for letting us do this. I think it's an important thing. People sometimes don't know or choose not to because they just don't know. And I think this is something important that you guys take your time on. So as you can see in the background, we've got the actual home buyers going through their home inspection. So tell us, what are we doing?
Well, today, Jorge, we're just going to talk about, the major concerns for the clients and the agents. I think, mainly it's the roof. I think the roof is expensive, so we always got to be looking at the roof, Manuel, because that could cost thousands of dollars. It could be, 10, 15. The furnace, let's look at the furnace, because, some of the units are very old. So we want to make sure they're still working. We don't want the clients to have problems during winter time, so we want to make sure the furnace is working correctly. And we're going to look at the electrical pan as well, and the water heater. And I think those are the major concerns, because obviously if you don't have heat, Manuel, you don't have water, you got a leak, that's not nothing pleasant for the buyers.
There's 3 levels of inspectors. There's a residential inspector, and then we have a general inspector, but then we have the master inspector. So that's who we use. And again, these are our buyers. And who else do you have here with you today, Jonathan?
We have Paisley. She's hiding right over there.
Okay.
Paisley's my assistant, and she goes around. She has several duties. She checks to see how fluffy your carpet is, and also she goes into the house and scares away all the spiders, so I don't have to deal with that when I go into there. And generally, she's also the ambassador of goodwill. That's
excellent.
That's her job right
Good.
now.
Good. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're looking for and what we're doing today.
Well, right now we're looking at the furnace because the furnace is, pretty important, especially in the wintertime when you want to be warm. And this furnace is, as you can see, it's just in need of some service, cleaning and maintenance. This is something that a lot of people forget about. They don't take care of it because they don't really know that they have to. As long as they can turn it on in the hallway, nothing happens here. So every so often, this needs to be clean, and that depends on who you ask. Heating and air guys will want you to do it on a certain schedule, but the manufacturer's instructions will also tell you when you need to have that done. Filters, this is a fresh air filter, brings in air from the outside, but there's also going to be filters in the cover that we put on here, and those filters need to be changed regularly.
And then one of our other favorites is having the inspector go in and check the crawl space. It's really important for them to check the foundation, go under, and take a look at what the condition under the home is.
Paisley's going to help out. She's going to look around. And we're going to look at how this structure is supported. We're going to find out if there's water falling out of places that, it shouldn't be. And honestly, what kind of critters might be under there besides us. One of the biggest things we look for under here is it dry? That is super important in any house, whether it's manufactured or not. Is the crawl space dry? And in this case, so far, so good. We are looking for what kind of structure is holding this house up, and is it secure? Is it stable? Is it damaged? Plumbing leaks are super common underneath. Pest problems. As a pest inspector, I'm allowed to tell you if you have termites or carpenter ants or wood rot fungus.
Yikes.
Things like that. And even mice and other rodents. Those are important things that you need to know.
All right, Jonathan, how's it looking? Can you tell us a little bit about what we found today?
We have some issues, but none of them are really severe. Okay. The furnace, of course, definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's just been neglected a little bit, and It's just like anything else. If you take care of it, it will last a good long time. So we're going to do some service on that. A few little issues with the water heater, just about its installation. It happens all the time. You know, people don't always understand exactly what they're supposed to do there, and they take these jobs on themselves, so they don't know what all the rules are. And so the fixes that we have there are simple and they're easy to do, but they are important. The roof looked pretty fantastic.
Awesome.
So walking around up there, I didn't see anything that I was super concerned about, but I've got you some good photographs of that, so you'll be able to see what I saw, and that way if your clients have any questions at all, we can address that.
That's great. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being so thorough. So today we looked at the whole overall condition of the home, and this is a right that you have as a buyer when you're purchasing a home. We always recommend doing an inspection. It's your choice if you want to do one or not, but we always recommend it for the same reason that, this is a perfect example. It's a beautiful remodeled home, but there are some things that we probably won't be able to see, but that's why we hire the professionals to take a look at what the condition of the home is, so we can bring our buyers a report and we can look at them or look at the report and review it with them in person and go through each line and look at, all right, well, here's how this appliance responded, or here's how the electrical system looks, and what are some things that we need to consider in order to move forward with the purchase of the home. So that's why we always recommend doing a home inspection. Thank you very much for coming to along with Jonathan, and thank you very much for bringing your apprentice inspector Paisley.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Certainly. Thanks for all you do.